Hello everyone, the Xenomorph has some of the best base kit information in the game of Dead by Daylight, with 16 meters of footstep and sound reading in the tunnels, as well as 16 meters of killer instinct upon exiting a control station. However, many of you have expressed in match reviews, YouTube comments, etc. that sometimes you have a hard time getting use out of this information or get disoriented using the tunnels, so I'm here to help. Just a little disclaimer, the following is not actually like a full build per se, rather a series of suggestions to help you based on whatever issue you personally have with navigating the tunnels. So only use one or some of these suggestions based on whatever your specific issue is. Our first perk we are suggesting is a general perk, that being Whispers, which generates an entity whisper noise when you're within 32 meters of a survivor. Some of you have said despite having 16 meters of footstep reading while in the tunnels, some of you have a hard time determining which parts of the map to search with that footstep reading. Whispers makes this relatively easy. Is Whispers on? Check this area with the 16 meters of footstep reading. If not, keep moving until you see Whispers turn on. Our second perk is a nurse perk, that being Strider, which increases the sound of injured survivors by 50% and the breathing of healthy survivors by 25%. Some of you have said that you miss hearing survivors right above you while inside the tunnels, so if you have this issue, this will make survivors louder for you both while injured and while healthy. Our third perk is a Xenomorph favorite that you've probably seen before on this channel, and that being the general perk Spies from the Shadows. Spies is when a survivor disturbs a crow within 36 meters of you, you receive a loud noise notification, putting the perk on cooldown for 5 seconds. This is sort of like an all-purpose perk for tunnel issues, since the noise notifications work while you're down in the tunnels and while exiting, so this will help you track survivors both from within the tunnels and while exiting as long as they disturb a crow. Our fourth perk is a pig teachable perk, that being Surveillance, which makes any regressing generator's aura highlight in white, then turning yellow when the regression is interrupted for 16 seconds. However, this is not the part of the perk that is helpful for us in this situation. Instead, we're using the fact that Surveillance makes noises created by generator repair reach an additional 8 meters. Many of you have said that you can't hear generators being worked on while you're moving around inside the tunnels, to the point where many of you have even asked me, is this actually bugged? Can Xenomorph not hear gens in the tunnels right now? Use the additional 8 meters from Surveillance to hear generators being worked on if you can't hear them normally while moving around in the tunnels. Finally, let's cover add-ons. The first add-on is Drinking Bird, which extends the duration of the killer instinct when exiting a control station from the base 3 seconds up to 6 seconds. Some of you have said that while coming out of a control station, this disorients you and makes it hard to track the survivor. So we run Drinking Bird to extend the killer instinct so you have more than enough time to reorient yourself and keep track of the survivor. The second add-on is Crew Headset, which extends the range of the footsteps in the tunnels from 16 meters all the way up to 22 meters. This is for those of you who say that sometimes you have a hard time even seeing the footsteps because you feel that the range is so short. Just keep in mind that just because you see the footsteps doesn't mean you can act on it, as 22 meters is fairly far away. Like I said, this is not really a build per se, but more so a list of suggestions for the various issues I've heard you guys list over time with the confusion or disorientation using the tunnels or the control stations.